Today I'm going to show you how to make a stretchy band. So some of you have asked me on my ofortuna.orf.blogspot blog how to make these stretchy bands. I use them for lots of different activities, great for making circles and for circle dances, also great for if you have instruments and you want to section off part of your room so that the kids don't step over that line. And it's not an imaginary line, it's a real line, but they're great for lots of different purposes. So you're actually going to start out with pantyhose. Dun, dun, dun. And you are going to use white pantyhose. You want to get a regular pantyhose, and you're going to probably have to order them from Legs Hosiery or another hosiery company. These were irregulars, and it came in a huge box. I mean, huge, big box. 20 bucks, 25 bucks. It makes a lot of bands. And then you're going to dye them to your heart's content using RIT dye. So obviously this one I used yellow and blue. Well, I did a blue batch, and I did a yellow batch, and then I also did I have like green and purple, I have red and blue, I have all different kinds. I have like 4 of them. So these I use for something else, so I'm not going to demonstrate with these today. So I'm going to show you using the pantyhose. Alright, so you're going to cut off the part where the tushy is. We're not going to use that part. You can use the part up to where the crotch meets the legs, and you can actually use this section right in here where the tushy is, but we're not going to. It makes a thicker band if you use that part, longer band too. And you're going to cut about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inch lengths. So this is a length that was already cut from my other pantyhose. And then all you got to do, you don't have to be really careful about how you cut it because it's going to roll up on itself and make a loop. And you want to have a couple of loops to start. And then you put one loop inside the other. Then you're going to fold this part up into this part. So here's the magic. Ready? Dun, dun, dun. And you've started your loop. I'll make another loop. You put it through. And you put this part through this part. The bunny goes in the hole and it pops its ears up. Okay, and you just keep on making loops exactly the same way. Now if you want thicker, you can put a couple of your loops together and do it that way. So if you want a thicker band, most of these and the ones that I have, I made thicker because I found out that the first few I made were kind of thin. So you might want to put some loops together to make it thicker, and you can see how much thicker that is than that one, and how much more this one is already stretched out than this one. Okay, so you can see it already starting to make that loopy band. Then what you're going to do when you do the ending is, if I can find the ending on mine, you're going to cut one of those loops in half so that it's all cut. And then you're going to take and you're going to wrap it around the last 2 loops because these will not lock together. Just cut the loop, knot it, cut that part off, and you're done. And you make it whatever length you want. I have, like I said, I have short ones that I use for smaller groups of kids. I have bigger ones that I use for the whole entire class. It just depends on your preference, but have fun, go nuts, and enjoy.